So you must have seen a lot of videos on YouTube about Canon's legendary color science and how beautiful skin tones it produces versus other camera brands such as Sony Alpha cameras and Panasonic Lumix cameras. Today I have here with me Panasonic S5 and Canon's R6 camera. Set them up side by side. They're both set up all auto mode, and footage all going to be straight out of camera. I'm not going to modify it in any way, but I'm going to shoot follow-up clips, try to modify in those follow-up clips, try to modify settings of Panasonic Lumix S5 and try to match it with the Canon colors, and as best as I can to see how they compare, to see if it can match Canon's colors. So let's get going with that and see how it goes. So this is again all auto settings of both cameras side by side, just to see in a different environment. How do they look? This is Panasonic video mode, standard color profile. How do they look? So here I have increased the sharpness and color of saturation, sharpness and contrast +1 for Panasonic Lumix. So how do they look? In this clip I have changed the auto white balance of Panasonic S5 to auto white balance C. There is a preset called C and W. C is cool, I think. W is a warm version of auto white balance. This is the C. How do they look? In this clip I have changed the auto white balance of Lumix S5 to AWBW. So it's a warm version of auto white balance. How do they look? In this clip I have changed the eye dynamic settings of Panasonic Lumix S5 to eye dynamic auto. All previous clips were eye dynamic off. So in this clip I have changed the settings of S5, Lumix S5 master pedestal levels to -5. So right now shooting at -5 master pedestal levels, as well as a standard color profile, sharpness, contrast, and hue, and the saturation all +1, and eye dynamic also in auto. How does that look? And again, in this setting, Panasonic Lumix is set to all auto, intelligent auto, and of course Canon, I did not change anything. It's always all auto. Canon has been shooting so far all in standard picture profiles, all auto. How does it compare? So here again, Panasonic Lumix S5 saturation, sharpness, and contrast and hue all +1 in the standard mode, standard picture profile. And I'm just gonna do a turn around myself to see in different background, different lighting conditions, compare them. Of course it is no matter how much you tweak these cameras, they don't really match, their colors don't really match, but I found that this is quite acceptable with these settings, the Panasonic Lumix S5, it is not as dull as the automatic settings, all auto settings, and I found it quite usable, suitable, I think, for beginner. Of course, professionals will do their own color grading and such in the editing software, but straight out of camera, I think this is as good as it gets. I've done plenty of tests, but I found these under these settings somewhat good looking so far. Yeah. Anyhow, I think it is getting very heavy to carry these two cameras side by side. I'm gonna shut these off now and head back home. Stitch them up, stitch these clips, review them, and put them up on YouTube. I hope you like them as well, and if you have any comments, just drop them down below. Other than that, see you in the next one.